Find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
In the U.S., it's $135 billion a year.
Wow. Yep, and that number is growing. Never seen $135 billion. And then they don't want to give President Trump $5 billion for a wall.
And in the last 5 years, from 2010 to 2015, there's been over 5 million crimes committed by illegals.
These things are making me feel bad. Dan, just stop. You're making me feel really anxious and, I don't know, like scared and just, I don't want to hear about that because it doesn't make me feel good, okay? Hear about it.
So those facts don't matter?
Did you bring us some drinks?
Coca-Cola. Yeah, there was 761,000 drug-related convictions.
I like water. You know, it's really interesting.
So what's really amazing about this, let me turn this down really quick so I can say this.
Enjoy the water while you can, because I heard that Nancy's nephew was going to soon be taxing water. So get it while you can, you guys. Get it while you can.
Okay. One thing, the gentlemen that are in the yellow vest, they came here, you know, they're in this country seeking sanctuary, they're seeking work, which, you know, many people do that. But the gentlemen that are here, to my understanding, they are undocumented. And they can barely speak any English. They're just here. And we're not saying that they're bad people, not at all. But the problem is when they don't come to the front door, it causes major problems. And that's what we need to pay attention to. Is when they don't come to the front door, it causes major problems for everyone. And when we have these senseless crimes with like Officer Singh, and then there was another young lady that was just killed, a beautiful young lady that was just killed because of the policies the Democrats are putting in place. They do not care about the American people. If they did, they would be behind the President of the United States to make sure that every man, woman, and child is protected in this nation. But they are doing just the opposite. Did you ever think that you would have people within the government, within the political arena, fighting the President of the United States to protect us? Did you ever think you would live in a country or nation like that? I never thought that in a million years. If I would have told you this in 1977, you would say I was lying. You say I would be lying that this would be taking place. But you're seeing it happen in this nation. We're seeing it firsthand. And we've got to wake up to what's going on. It's not that we want violence. And you know what? Doing this is what it has to take, what it takes to take this country back. Chucky Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, let the president protect us. Open the government back up. The blood on these victims, they're on your hands, not on President Trump. Every single time a legal kills someone in this country, an American citizen, that you supposedly took an oath to protect, the blood is on your hands, not President Trump, because President Trump is trying to do everything and anything he can to put it on the line by being here right now today. And it's not because we want the violence. We're the nice ones. We're nice. We're not Antifa. We're not vandalizing. We're not Antifa showing up to Chris Tucker's house. I'm sorry, Tucker Carlson. We're not Antifa showing up to Tucker Carlson's house, trying to vandalize, trying to kick down a door. We're not doing that. We don't do that. We just want you to stop fighting the president so he can do his job by protecting the American people and making America great again. All right, so we're going to go back to the audio with Ben Burcom and Laura Loomer here.
How many?
As many as you can get.
All of them. Tell them all to come here. We'll give you the address. It's 11 Infidel Lane. Tell them all to come. Right?
But let them know they're the only ones that are getting compensated. Oh, that's nice. It's nice. Cheese. Okay, beautiful, okay.
What does he need?
He needs me over there real quick.
All right.
Do you want to selfie it?
No.
Okay.
Just hold it.
Okay.
What does he need?
I don't know. Let's go find out. I'll go find out. All right.
Yep, I'm gonna move forward.
Yeah, I'm just so surprised. When Nancy said walls are immoral, I... I'm very, very surprised that there's any sort of barrier here. I mean, I guess this is a small immorality because it's easily climbable.
What's up, guys?
Okay. So
Watching.
InfoWars is watching right now.
Hey, guys.
They would like
Alex.
They would like you
Come to the party. Everyone is welcome here.
Alex, do you think Alex Jones?
Alex is watching.
Is this Alex Jones? Like the famous Alex Jones?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
my God. Like the Alex Jones that lives on the Texas southern border.
Yes.
Wow. Alex, we were just in Otay Mesa yesterday on the Mexico border with California. And in case you want to come to our fiesta, it is open. It is just so open. And you see there's like these metal slates and they're open and then they just kind of stop. And there's nothing there. And so I heard that it's like a really popular smuggling location and, you know, you can smuggle all your party goods in. You know, we can get some marijuana, we can get some fentanyl, we can have a real party here in La Casa de Nancy. Everyone is welcome here. And you guys, these are like real illegals. You know, I met so many awesome people yesterday down at the border and everyone's welcome here. So bring all your friends, bring la familia. We got a big sign.
La Latina Familia Unida?
Nancy, we got a surprise party for Nancy because Nancy's favorite word is immorality, okay? And I heard like her favorite color was blood red. You know, like the color of the blood spilled by all the illegal aliens who have, you know, killed numerous people. I mean, I don't know, how many people?
Thousands.
How many people?
I've heard estimates up to 60,000.
Yeah, and this is
5,000 a year.
intensive labor, right? This is really intensive labor. So safety first. That's why I got my hard hat. So why don't you come on in? We got to show them the party. You want to come on in?
Well, when the other party gets here, I want to make sure that I get it.
All right, because I want to introduce you to my amigos.
Yeah, I want to meet your amigos.
They're from Guatemala and they're from Mexico. Okay, so I mean these are real special guests. They came all across the border, and we met them.
Some would say they're more American than Americans.
Yeah, I feel like they're more American than us. I mean, honestly, I met these guys at the Home Depot. I met these guys at the Home Depot, and you know, their friends who I met down at the border in Otay Mesa put me in touch with them, and I feel like they're more American than me, Alex. I think that they might be more American than you, Alex. I don't know. What do you think, Alex?
Yes, that's a good question. You know, it'd be nice if we can get Alex on the phone.
Do you think? Yeah, let's get Alex on the phone.
You know,
I really
that would be nice.
Invite him to my party. Can we get Alex on the phone?
Yep.
It's possible.
I'm gonna call Alex right now.
Let's try and get Alex live.
Let me call Alex. Let me call my friend Alex. We gotta invite him to the party. Can we call Alex? Can we get Alex on the phone?
Let's see if we can.
You guys, you want to say hello to my friend Alex? Come on. Here, scoot over a little. We're gonna bring my amigos over. They're gonna say hi to Alex. Get them on. Here, you set it up, and let's get.
Hello.
Hello, Will.
Yes.
I want Alex to say hello
Yes, I
to
can
my
hear you.
friends.
Locks are for bigots, guys. Hashtag Laura Loomer. Locks are for bigots.
You can.
I want Alex
It's up
to
to
meet
you.
my amigos. Tell Alex I want him to meet
And
him.
she's on the camera. Okay, here you go.
Put on speakerphone. Hey, Alex, I got a surprise
I think
for you.
she's putting them on now.
Hey, Alex. Alex.
I think she said she's patching them through.
Here, I'll call her right now.
Oh, right there.
Hi, is this like?
Here, I'll call her.
Hi, is this the famous Alex Jones?
Yes, I'm live. I'll call Laura right now.
Oh my God.
Go to Peter, too. We'll do 5 more minutes so he can finish, too.
Alex Jones, we can hear you.
I'm calling Laura Loomer right now.
Yes.
That's Alex Jones, guys.
God,
The one and only Alex Jones.
Hold on. Hello?
Hey, Laura, we're live on there. We got Peter Schiff here, too.
Oh, my God.
Eurotech.com. Great job on your illustrative event.
Is this the famous Alex Jones? Like the one and only Alex Jones?
Okay, hey, I know you look great. You're full of adrenaline right now, but recap for the viewers and folks the giant stunt you pulled that is totally illustrative of how she says any walls are immoral. You're at Nancy Pelosi's house in Napa Valley. Tell us.
Yeah, so we're here in La Casa de Nancy Pelosi. It's at 11 Zinfandel Lane in case you want to come to our party. And, you know, Nancy's favorite wall is immorality. And we just, you know, we climbed over this little, I think it's like a little barrier or wall or whatever it may be. I don't know, something at Nancy's place looks totally immoral to me. And, you know, we met our friends. They're from Mexico and Guatemala. And we decided to throw Nancy a surprise party. And we've decorated our canvas with the word immorality in red letters, you know, red like blood. And then we have pictures of some of the people who couldn't come to our party today. Some people who weren't invited to the sanctuary here at Nancy's multi-million-dollar vineyard. We have Corporal Ronald Singh, we have Kate Steinle, we have Drew Rosenberg, we have Border Patrol Agent Brian Terry, who's going over really quick. We got a lot of people. We got a lot of people who weren't invited, unfortunately, because I guess it was like an exclusive party or something, and Nancy didn't invite everybody to the sanctuary.
God, your video's minutes behind, so if I talk, it's going to
Right.
back. So this is just one way to continue. We'll come back to you next hour after Peter Schiff's gone. You're doing a great job. Just recap how huge this is, illustrating her hypocrisy. And I wonder why the police aren't there yet. I guess she's saying she believes it. Come to her house, and can I come live there? I hear it's like a 20-bedroom house. Hell, I'm coming.
Because I heard that haters lock their doors, and so I want to go see if... I don't think Nancy's a hater. Do you think Nancy's a hateful person? Because I really hope... I'm going to be so disappointed if I find out that Nancy's a bigot who locks her doors. I'm going to go find out.
Okay, so, wow, well, that's the feed we want to continue with. How long until you go do that?
I don't know. Do you guys want to go see if Nancy's a hater right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm going to finish with Peter Schiff. He's got huge economic news people want to hear. It'll take a few minutes. Can you guys wait 5 minutes before you walk up, and then we'll come right back to you. We'll keep this...
Hola, Alex.
Hola, Alex. Oh, can I talk to the day laborers you hired? Let me talk to these fellas.
Alex. And we're really nice. Like, we're giving you guys a job, right? We're giving you guys jobs.
Okay.
Yeah. Say hello.
Hello.
Well, yeah, they want to work harder than Americans, as Peter Schiff said. Okay, well, listen.
You're more American
Ben, get closer.
than Alex, right?
Yeah.
You're more American than Alex.
Well, we are all in America.
Wow. Okay.
Okay,
Look,
well,
Alex,
listen.
you gotta come. Everybody's welcome here, Alex. So come on, let's go. Come to the party.
Battery? No walls, no USA at all?
No, it's an immorality.
So we'll rejoin you to do that, okay?
Come to the party. Come to the party. It's an immorality.
All right, thank you very much. There goes Laura Loomer. Wow, Peter Schiff didn't know that would happen today.
Wow, how many friends do we have watching?
4,600. 4,600 and growing, guys. Send the message. This is the place. This is the place.
You guys, come on.
That's just there, and there's thousands everywhere else.
Hey, that's right here, guys. We got live streams going all across the country. We got. We'll see if the mainstream media picks this up. CNN, MSNBC. You guys, this is immorality, guys. Immorality. Walls. Somebody needs to send Nancy a message. This wall here is an immorality. Send the message, guys. Share it. Let her know we're here. And our next stop is Gavin Newsom's house.
We're gonna go visit Nancy's nephew, Gavin. He said everyone's welcome here. I'm calling my friends, you guys. Okay. I gotta call some.
Nancy Pelosi's in one of her many vineyards here, her mansion. And you can see right here. Here they are. And they're setting up sanctuary because Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats said this is completely fine. This is what the people want. And they're saying this is what you should give the people.
And they have a big tent up. They're beginning a tent city. Illegal aliens have begun a tent city. Illegal alien day laborers have become a tent city. So she hired really illegal aliens, and they're beginning a tent city. She hired them, brought them there to put up the tent in Nancy Pelosi's house. there in the Napa Valley. We'll give the address out. According to her, the whole country's open. Walls are immoral. MS-13 are God's children. And so officially Nancy Pelosi's home, her vineyard, there's a 10-foot gate around her house, only a 4-foot fence at the entrance. And you are there and you are welcome. Now, we don't want our Infowars.com correspondent to trespass like illegal aliens. Laura Loomer is allowed to because she's helping them. Coyotes are the most honored group, according to the left. So she's acting as a smuggler, not seriously, to bring them on to illustrate this. But Will Johnson is not going on the property. But text Will. Let's see if we can get Laura Loomer coming up after we talk to Peter Schiff to come over to the camera. But again, if you're a radio listener, there's a live video feed.
They actually found some illegals
at Infowars.com. Right on the front page, live video, illegal alien caravan arrives at Nancy Pelosi's compound or vineyard. Well, yeah, let's change it to vineyard, or her house. It's her house for sanctuary. And they are establishing a tent city on her property. So while she's away in Hawaii, ladies and gentlemen, you don't see them organizing boats from the mainland Mexico to Hawaii, no. While she's away in Hawaii at her other mansion, one of her many mansions, they are there with their new tent city being set up on Nancy Pelosi's property. Now, can we pull up the actual address for TV viewers and radio listeners of her Napa Valley home, Nancy Pelosi's Napa Valley mansion and vineyard address? They use the grapes to write off the price of the property because of agriculture exemptions. And again, this is just the front lawn. And just like J.K. Rowling said, Paul Watson's bad for saying don't have open borders. She has all these mansions in the UK and Europe. She won't take one illegal alien or one Islamic invader. Pelosi reportedly is saying, no, that's not the case. She said any walls are immoral, that's a quote, are bad. And so her house, just like she says America is fully open, and is now fully open to the general public. Let's go back to Will Johnson, Infowars.com correspondent, see what he's saying.
My friends are coming.
Yeah, we got a question. How many are coming? How many is the last caravan that we know of? 40,000?
40,000.
Can we fit 40,000 people here? Fit a lot.
My friends and see if they're coming.
Si se puede. Yes, we can. Si se puede. We can fit 40,000 people here.
I'm texting my friends right now. Let's see if people are coming to the border.
I'm going to text Laura myself right now and tell her, please walk over to Will. And again, we're just...
Hashtag locks are for bigots is trending. Locks are for bigots.
We're just a ragtag group, you know.
Hashtag Laura Loomer. Guys, spread the word. Locks are for bigots.
Let's see, guys. Let's see if my friends are coming.
Again, I want to bring up Peter Schiff of Euro Pacific Capital. This was going to happen last hour. Now it's happening this hour. But quite a lot going on. I think this is very illustrative of people that say they want totally open borders, open walls, no controls. But then certainly there's walls and armed guards at their house. Of course, I guess they're away with her in Hawaii right now. I wonder what she's going to do when she learns that Laura Loomer showed up with a van of illegal aliens to build a tent city on her property. What do you think is going to happen, Peter Schiff, when she discovers that?
Oh, I didn't realize you were asking me that question. You know, I don't know. I don't really care what she does on her own property. In fact, if there's going to be illegal aliens camping out, I just assume they stay at her house. Because the problem, I guess, with illegals is not the ones that are actually working, but the ones that are coming to be on welfare. If Nancy wants to support them herself, well, that's fine with me. I just don't like it when she wants to support them. She wants to ask me to support them or other people to support them who might not want to.
Absolutely. We're going to break. We got a little bit late today on our end and on your end about your prediction about what happened in the economy coming true, also the Fed backing down on Trump, and so much more. And we'll continue to give people a look at what's happening. But if they want to go watch the live exclusive feed, the police haven't showed up yet, but I bet they're on their way. We have both live feeds from Laura Loomer and, of course, from Will Johnson, who's outside the property about 20, 30 yards away at Infowars.com/show. You obviously want to go to Infowars.com to the front page, get the live video. Illegal alien caravan arrives at Nancy Pelosi's house for sanctuary while she's away on vacation during the government shutdown. Tent city being built on her property. That is literally happening. Live feed, Infowars.com, Newswars.com. Please get the feed. Please get it out to everyone you know. Europac.com is Peter Schiff's site, billions under management, and, of course, former chief advisor Ron Paul. We're going to break in a minute, but what else are you going to be breaking down on the other side, Peter?
Well, I think it's interesting today, Janet Yellen, former Fed chair, came out and said that she thinks that the rate hike that we had in December is probably the last rate hike of the cycle. And she's right, it is the last one. In fact, I predicted that it would be the last one before they made it. I said that if the Fed hike rates in December, that it would be the last hike they would do, and that the next thing they would do is cut rates. And Yellen hasn't spoken about that, but I think the Fed is going to be back at zero very quickly. But not only that, I think they're going to have to relaunch quantitative easing. So they're going to abandon all this talk of quantitative tightening, and they're going to go back to quantitative easing. But the bubble is so much bigger now than it was in the past that they're going to have to do a much bigger amount of this stimulus to try to reflate it. Of course, it's going to fail in a spectacular fashion. That's why I've been forecasting an inflationary depression, because that's what I think is going to be.
And you've been forecasting the Democrats come in massively in 2020, screw everything up even worse with the Alexander Cortez, Bernie Sanders wave, and then something else happens. We'll talk about that with Peter Schiff straight ahead. I'm with Infowars.com and Newswars.com. This is an action item, listeners. Live now at Infowars.com. An illegal alien caravan is on Pelosi's property, building a tent city. See the video.
Alex Jones has been behind several right-wing conspiracy theories.
And I'm coming. Paul and Frank.
See, right here, you got to get over this.
Weird. I thought those were for. I'm
I don't
surprised.
know. I thought those were for bigots.
I thought so too.
So,
Walls were.
we're gonna put up some. We're gonna put up some signs here too to talk about immorality. All right. Let's go. Let's get more signs up.
Almost set up.
My hard hat is this message
We're on the way.
tragically killed here, California. Finally.
Okay, for everyone who just joined us, we are in Nancy Pelosi's. I'm pretty sure you can see that in the title. Her nephew, Gavin Newsom, said, "Sanctuary to all, just get here." And why not set up in her front yard?
Shot, killed, finally illegal also, thanks to Nancy's nephew, Gavin. So we invited Gavin too to our party, so we're going to see if he comes. But we got his address too, so if not, we'll film on. How many people are on the live stream?
39.
3.9?
Yeah, 39. Guys, share this. Everyone needs to know about the sanctuary.
Yes, the world needs to know about Sanctuary right here in Nancy Pelosi's front yard.
Everyone needs to know about sanctuary immorality.
They were all killed by illegals, but we're here.
The gentleman that you see in the yellow vest, all three of them are illegals.
It's like blood, doesn't it?
They came here seeking sanctuary, and right here on Nancy Pelosi's front yard is prime location, if you ask me, because she said it. I didn't say it. She said it. Gavin Newsom said, "Get here. If you want sanctuary, just get here." Nancy Pelosi, her nephew, and the rest of the Democrats, they all said sanctuary.
One more.
They're all for it. They're all for sanctuary in the state of California and across the United States. If they get their way and they remove President Trump, they're going to do that very thing, because they're never, ever going to allow someone like President Trump to come into office again. They truly believe that President Trump was a mistake that they can never let happen again. So, by all means, if you're on Periscope, please tag Donald Trump, because he needs to know that there's American people out here that stand with him, that's willing to go the extra mile for the president and the American people. This is it. We're putting everything on the line here because we love this country.
Everyone with us. Nancy, 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 Nancy.
Wait, ready? Let's get slow. Everyone?
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 Everyone
is welcome
is welcome
here.
here. Everyone.
Welcome here. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone is welcome here. Everyone is welcome here. Undocumented and unafraid. Si se puede.
Bienvenidos a la casa de Nancy. Todos bienvenidos a la casa de Nancy. Yeah.
Cops?
You guys know anything?
The police are coming? You saw the police?
No, conoce. No?
Okay, we just got word the cops are on their way. Because we want them to come. I mean, we truly do. We want the cops to come.
Looks like the musical artist.
I think the people behind the trees over there were on the golf course.
The neighbors are noticing that.
The neighbors? And we can pretty much count that the neighbors are total liberals, leftists, right here with Nancy Pelosi, right?
There's some weirdness in that statue.
This is Drew Rosenberg. This is Ronald and Silva.
Maybe some Illuminati stuff?
Dominique.
This is Dominique Judeu. Grant Vonenbeck. Border Patrol Agent Brian Terry. And Ellie Jean Ryan.
Is this sanctuary for them, Laura?
Unfortunately not. Unfortunately, they couldn't attend La Fiesta and La Casa de Nancy
I thought this was sanctuary for everyone.
Unfortunately, they weren't welcome here in California. They weren't welcome here in California's sanctuary state. So, unfortunately, all of these individuals are dead.
But at least we have feelings. At least we have immorality.
It's okay because, like those are just facts. Like their names are just facts, and the fact that they died because of illegals, that's just a fact. And we don't care about facts, all right? We care about feelings, and we care about morality, and morality is on our side, okay? That's all that matters.
So for everyone who just tuned in, we are in Northern California at one of Nancy's many mansions. And the gentlemen that you see in the yellow vest, they are illegals that came here seeking sanctuary. They set up a canopy, and they're just basically going with Nancy Pelosi and the rest of the Democrats, what they have suggested for this country and for everybody to keep they are purposely keeping the government shut down. But Nancy Pelosi has suggested that, and her nephew Gavin Newsom have suggested that California is sanctuary for all, just get here. So they are on Nancy Pelosi's front lawn.
We've got the
You're killing me, Nancy! You're killing me! You're killing me, Nancy! You're killing me! Come on! Come to the fiesta! You're killing me, Nancy! Come on, all right? Not like you have anything to do anyway. The government's shut down. Come on and party with us.
That's true. The government is shut down.
Here, all right? Everyone.
Hey, Laura, I don't know if you know any other facts, but in California, illegals cost us $25 billion a year.
Wow.
Is that? But
It's a lot of money, but I'm going to have to reject that fact.
huh? And in the U.S., it's $135 billion.
Modern world. Who? Europeans. Built the modern world. We invented science and industry. We invented science and industry, and you want to tell us to stop because, oh my God, we're so bad. We built the modern world. We built the modern world. Europeans. Built the modern world. We invented science and industry. We invented science and industry, and you want to tell us to stop because, oh my God, we're so bad. We invented the modern world.
I feel you. You're so dumb.
We invented the modern world.
You fucking degenerate.
We saved billions of people from starvation. We built modern civilization. White people are the best thing that ever happened to We are so amazing, and I love myself, and I love white people.
Say that one more time.
Fuck yeah, white people.
Say it right here.
Fuck yeah, white men. We're white men. We did everything. Look, I don't hate other people. I just love my white men. I just love white men. Oh, God. Look, I don't hate other people. I just love my white men. I just love white men. Oh, God.